Oh, Tucker Carlson, why do you disappoint? I like you on C-SPAN interviews, but I like Sank on Joe Rogan podcast. But it just goes to show how phony most cable news shows are. So what happened yesterday was Tucker Carlson's show on Fox News showed a tweet by Jennifer Epstein where they showed Jennifer Epstein's tweet and they use it in the larger context of the narrative they're trying to spin on the B block or A block of Tucker Carlson's show. Now, the problem with this is Jennifer Epstein is not a nobody. She is the White House correspondent for Bloomberg News, which, and I'll savage any media company that I think would be unfair, but Jennifer Epstein is a pretty good reporter, and Bloomberg News, for the most part, is a pretty down-the-line news media company. Anyway, her tweet that Tucker Carlson show used was actually a two-part tweet in the sense that her actual tweet, and I'll quote it here for you guys so you can understand the context. Nielsen's next stop will be carefully watched. If any major companies hire her, pay her to speak, etc., expect to see major outcry from immigration and civil rights groups involved. Now, the problem with what Tucker Carlson showed on his show was that wasn't quite the full tweet. What they left out was the colon and then the link to the post that she was quoting. And this is important because what Jennifer Epstein tweeted wasn't her opinion, it was merely a summarization of the article on Bloomberg News. And so when Tucker Carlson's show just used the tweet, took out the colon of the tweet, and then just, eliminated the article that was linking to in the tweet, it completely changed the context of the tweet. Now, if you look at the show, and you can look at the little infographic that Tucker Carlson's show uses on Fox News, the tweet, it's obviously just an infographic they made in Photoshop and then retyped out what she said, and it allowed them to manipulate it in such a way. Every media company does this. They take, they make their own little infographic tweet and then fill in the text or whatever, and then run it so they don't have to just screen grab a tweet. But by doing this, they're able to change, when they get rid of the colon and the link to the post, they change the context of the tweet and therefore change the narrative of the tweet. Anyway, this one little example is just super indicative of how artificially constructed and phony most of the news commentary shows are. And that ultimately, the goal is to just develop a piece of content with a frame and then find pieces of content that fit that frame. And that can be a conservative frame, or a liberal frame, or a pro-Donald Trump frame, or anti-Donald Trump frame, or pro-Bernie Sanders. And at the end of the day, what's going to happen in these news shows is that they're going to develop an idea or frame in mind, and then they're going to look for evidence to suit that frame. And even if that means removing a colon and a link so they can manipulate the tweet in such a way that it'll further a narrative. So, it's a short video, but just it's always important to keep in mind that everything you watch on TV is constructed, and often is constructed without the full context. Even if they say they're giving you the full context, often they're not. And this little tweet by Bloomberg's Jennifer Epstein is just a great example. Like, she's a total non-ideologue. She's not left or right. She's just a White House correspondent for Bloomberg News. And yet even she is not immune from the kind of context warping that is cable news. Anyway, if you guys want me to talk about a different topic, leave a comment down below, or you can watch a longer video around. Thanks as always for watching, guys. I will see you tomorrow.